politics or anything that is popular. I will probably ruin many of your moods, and I apologize, but I have to do it. So I will be giving you a testimony for those of you who may not know me or didn't get the chance to read my bio. I was born and raised in the Islamic Republic of Iran, also known as Iran. And yes, I did ran. I was born after the revolution when the country was 100% Islamic and under Sharia. My father was a sheikh, which is a step higher than an imam. My mother was a devoted Muslim wife who was teaching Quran and Islam to other women. At age 9, by government and my family, I was called a woman, a full adult woman. And no, that wasn't because Khomeini, the supreme leader, just felt like that's a good thing to do. No. He made that a law because it is a law in Sharia, and the Hadith, and every teaching book. I was arrested, put in prison, and lashed at age 11 because I was sitting in the front seat, passenger side of a cab. And taxi driver said I had a relation with him. And I said I didn't. The judge took his word over mine because in Quran, 4th surah says a woman counts as a half a man. Therefore, her testimony counts as a half of a person. So I had to bring in another woman or a man to confirm my story. Well, we were alone in the cab, I couldn't do that. So I took 25 lashes. Then I got kicked out of school. And by the way, I was a very smart student. At an IQ of 138, I was accepted to a very special program in Iran for gifted students who are smart, I guess. But they kicked me out because my father did not want me to continue going to school. So he didn't come to register me. I begged them and they said, well, your guardian, male guardian, is not signing the paper. So we know you're smart and we know you want to become a dentist, which I never did, but get out. Then I started speaking out. I started telling my father that I don't understand why he gets to tell me what to do. So he told me to go and read the 4th surah of Quran. I did. I got my answer there because Allah told my father that He is in charge of me. And because I only have half a brain, I can't make the right decision, so He's going to have to make it for me. Moving forward, I was 13, close to my 14, so let's just say I was 14. One day I was told, you're about to become a wife of this man. There's a man. Yep, I did. I didn't know back then, but then later when I came to America, I learned the word that is used for it as I was a child bride. I don't know how to say on it. I tried, and I took a good beating for that. This man took me for close to 15 months. He raped me over and over. He beat me for any reason or not. If he didn't like what I did, he would beat me. If I wouldn't say anything back to him, he would beat me. Almost every major bone in my body was broken by him. If I didn't have a bruised eye, I would have a dislocated shoulder. He would find something to do. So I went back to my father and I said, Dad, would you please get me a divorce because this guy's beating me? He referred me back to 4th Surah in Quran, where Allah says, if you think, you don't need to know, you just think that your wife is not going to obey you, first warn her, then separate your bed, then beat her until she obeys you. And just for the record, in Islamic Republic of Iran, when you start going to school, second mandatory language to learn is Arabic. So I was taught Quran in Arabic. I didn't read the sugar-coated English version of it. So I decided to take things, to someone more powerful than my father. One day when he beat me, with a dislocated shoulder, bruised eye, and a bloody lip, I walked into a court. I went to a judge and I said, Your Honor, you need to save me. This man will kill me, one way or another. One day he's going to beat me until I'm dead. And I'm 15 years old, by the way. Not this one, this one. He looked me in the eyes and said, well, young lady, maybe you should start obeying your husband. Now go home and make him happy. So I went back home. And that was the moment I realized, you know what? I live in a country that everybody knows as the moderate Islamic country. Everybody look at the pictures of our women online and say, hey, they're wearing makeup. Hey, their hijab isn't full burqa. They're not wearing the niqab. So they're a free society. And I could be killed here and nobody would even know. And nobody's going to do anything about it. I was able to save myself. Thanks to my grandmother, I was smuggled out of the country. I became a refugee, respectfully waited my turn until I was accepted to America, which I came illegally, and then later I became a proud American citizen. But, there are so many little 14-year-olds Anni Cyrus left behind. To this day, every day, there's a little girl who's being called a woman at age 9 and then is being sold off to a marriage. And I would like to say again, this isn't politics. This didn't happen to me because some radical Muslim was in my country. This didn't happen because someone was a lone wolf. It happened because the Constitution of Islamic Republic of Iran is completely, solely, 100% taken from verses of Quran. Not even a hadith, not a sunnah, the actual verses of Quran. So I understand it's an awkward conversation to have. I know it's hard to look someone like me in the eye and ask what happened. It might be even harder to go home and remember something like that happened to someone you met today. But this is where the problem starts. We don't talk about it. And now, thanks to things like M103, even if we want to, we won't be able to talk about it. Under Sharia, every single day, in Middle East, Europe, North America, everywhere, there is a little girl who's being tortured. Either it's a female genital mutilation, or it's the child bride, or it's the rape. And it's all sanctioned by the book. An imam isn't just giving a fatwa so we can say this guy's taking it to the extreme level. It's in the book. I had Quran memorized at age 5. Not because I wanted to. As I said, my mom taught Quran and she would carry me everywhere, drag me here and there. As a little kid, it just started, staying there. I ask everyone to go and read the Quran. I understand it's hard, it's time consuming. Just go read the 4th surah of Quran. It only has 176 verses. I don't understand how we are okay with even a term, Islamophobia. English is my 4th language, but I'm almost positive phobia comes from an irrational fear. I fear Islam not because I'm irrational, no, because I was raped, I was sold, I was broken into pieces, and I had to build myself back up. So that is a very rational fear. And if every single person, either if you're involved with it, if you experienced it or not, go read the source. Just look how you can be okay with the fact that there is a possibility of a religion that will sanction and allow a treatment of a woman the way it does in the 4th surah of Quran. A lot of the time to make sure to have a complete surah, to make sure that there is no, forget about equality, not a single right for a woman. And if we allow anything like M103 to go further than it is, then all those little girls who are being sold out today, who are being mutilated today, they will have no hope because we can't even defend them. Because we can't come out here and say, they need us.
Wow.
I will leave you with one thing. As I said, I survived and I'm grateful. Every night when you go to bed, remember, there's a little girl somewhere praying for you to wake up and do something. Thank you.